Hey, I'm Brad Hutchings and I created the Mmojo Knowledge Appliance. It's a little box that gives you a private large language model, or LLM, on your home network. Think of it like ChatGPT or Grok, but totally private and less annoyingly loquacious. You received yours in the mail in a box that looks like this. Here's what's in the box. We got a Mmojo Knowledge Appliance. We have a USB power supply for the Mmojo. We have a flat white Cat5 Ethernet cable to connect the Mmojo to your router or internet gateway. And there's an HDMI cable to connect Mmojo to your TV. You only need this if you can't connect Mmojo to your router with a cable. These have all been tested by me before shipping to you. There is also a certificate of awesometicity. Not many people have installed an LLM server on their home network. In a few minutes, you will be worthy of this certificate. Actually, it'll be a better certificate, not a handwritten prop that I drew for this video. And there's a folded paper that on the inside has links and instructions. Let's plug this in and get started. First, find your router or internet gateway. If you have two devices, you need to find the one that provides Wi-Fi to your home. Plug one end of the Cat5 cable into a LAN port on the router or gateway. So you can see here, there's a LAN port, and we'll plug that in. Plug the other end of the Cat5 cable into the Ethernet port on the back of the Mmojo. Whoop. There we go. While you're there, notice that the Mmojo has a tiny USB thumb drive installed in the bottom blue USB port. This is what gives the Mmojo its mojo. Don't move that or lose that. Plug the power brick into the wall or extension cord. So I've got my power brick and I have an extension cord. I'll plug that in. Okay. Next, I'm going to take the USB-C end of the power brick and I'm going to plug it into this first port on the left, on the right side of the Mmojo. Let's wait a minute. Get on your PC, a tablet is okay too, open a web browser. In the address bar, I want you to type mmojo.local. You'll be warned about the web page being unsaved. We'll fix this later. For now, if you're using Chrome, click the Advanced button, then click Proceed to mmojo.local unsave. You're in the Mmojo completion interface. Type in Tell me a joke. Hold down the Shift key and hit the Enter key twice. Now release the Shift key and hit the Enter key. The work area, as I call it, turns gray and Mmojo starts completing. When Mmojo is done completing, the work area turns back to its original peach color. You can see our joke here. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Would you like another joke? No. Think of it as completing the thoughts you type rather than carrying on a back and forth conversation with you like chat. If you want to overthink it, think of it as having a conversation with a version of yourself that knows a little about a lot of things. There's a clear button at the bottom right of the window to clear the work area. Bookmark Mmojo completion in your browser. Better yet, make it your home page. Some of you won't like the completion interface and want the chat style interaction you're used to. You're wrong on this on so many levels, but the Mmojo can accommodate you. Click the chat icon at the top right. And we'll give it a query here. Help me figure out what condition my condition is in. And I've triggered safety features. Yay. I'm just going to stop it here. Let's go back to Mmojo completion. Let's type that same thing into completion and see what happens. It's a little quicker to the point, don't you think? Your Mmojo Knowledge Appliance sips power. You can and should leave it on all the time so that it is immediately ready for your use. If you'd like to turn it off, the safest way is to tap the green button twice, leaving about 1 second in between. The green will quickly turn to red. To turn it back on, tap the now red button once. Mmojo Completion should be available in your browser about 30 seconds after startup. I want to show you something cool before I go. Let's click the help icon at the top right. It's the question mark. Read through this when you have time. Scroll to the bottom. Click the link for Mmojo Admin. Bookmark this. It will let you switch models. You get 3 models to start with, and with a little effort that I'll make easier eventually, you can add more models. The hardware for your Mmojo is a Raspberry Pi, and it can comfortably handle a 4B model, which means a model has 4 billion parameters. 4B models of a year ago felt barely usable. Today's best 4B models feel pretty knowledgeable. I've included a 1B model if you like fast but not as knowledgeable. It sometimes gets tripped up. Here's the cool part. You can switch models in less than a minute. Let's switch to Gemma 4B. Alright, Gemma 4B is now running. Let's switch back to our completion tab and let's refresh that. And if you click Mmojo Completion, you can see it's now running Gemma 4B. This should get you started with your Mmojo Knowledge Appliance. There are more videos to help you get the most out of your Mmojo at mmojo.net, mmojo.net. I'm Brad Hutchings. Have a good afternoon.